Hi, I'm Kevin Engler, Instructional Designer with the Faculty Center for Teaching and Learning. This is the first in a series of short videos that will introduce you to the process of course design. I know planning a new course can sometimes feel overwhelming. Fortunately, the Faculty Center for Teaching and Learning has developed an easy-to-follow, step-by-step approach to course design. In this video series, I'll explain how we guide new or experienced online instructors through the process.
Quality online course design requires attention to two domains. The first domain is pedagogy. In other words, how to best apply the theory and practice of teaching and learning. The second domain is technology. That is, the medium that enables instructors and students to engage in virtual teaching and learning activities. This video series will focus primarily on applying evidence-based principles of pedagogy when designing a course. While technology is inextricably linked to online course design, we'll leave detailed discussions about technology tools for another time. To introduce you to the principles of online course design, I'll present these topics. We'll start with a discussion about the concept of active learning as the overarching approach to course design. Then we'll go into the nuts and bolts of course design by learning about backward design, learning goals, assessments, and course content. We'll also consider ways to make sure all of the key elements align together into a cohesive and engaging course. The staff of the Faculty Center for Teaching and Learning has been supporting UMB faculty in creating online courses for many years. This process has proven to be an effective approach for designing engaging learning experiences for students. Although individual course characteristics may vary, these attributes are common to all FCTL design courses. For the most part, the FCTL designs courses to be completed asynchronously. Students can complete assignments, watch recorded lectures, and interact with classmates in discussions according to their own schedules as long as they adhere to specified deadlines. This doesn't mean that synchronous sessions cannot be included in the design of a course, but as much as possible, we try to leverage the benefits of the asynchronous approach for students with busy professional and personal lives. The FCTL recommends designing courses with many low-stakes assessments. This is in contrast to traditional courses that may have, for example, a couple of high-stakes exams and a high point value paper or project. Many lower-stakes assignments enable instructors to provide more frequent feedback that can help student performance. The benefits of regular instructor feedback are that students have a good idea of how they're performing, and instructors have a sense of how well students are learning key skills and concepts. Learning management systems such as Blackboard are built for ongoing, individualized instructor-to-student communication. This brings us to the concept of active learning. Active learning is the FCTL's overarching instructional design approach. It's frequently compared against lecture-based instruction, where the primary student role is to be a passive recipient of knowledge. Active learning requires students to develop skills and construct meaning by engaging in learning activities that typically require writing, discussion, problem solving, or reflection. In the last 50 years, a lot of research has shown that active learning improves comprehension and memory among students compared to lecture-based teaching. What is the best way to take advantage of the benefits of active learning in a classroom or an online course? When designing a course, it's helpful to think about ways to apply these concepts. Students will need to acquire information, but also they must have experiences and develop skills in utilizing the information. Students should be expected to assume responsibility for delivering and building meaning on a given topic. And as a result of taking part in the process of discovery, students will necessarily engage in high-order thinking. We'll talk more about this later. And finally, active learning necessitates the instructor to adopt the role of a facilitator of learning rather than a provider of knowledge. The instructor's focus will be concentrated on preparing the basic conditions for learning and on guiding students on their journey to discovery. To help illustrate the point of how to implement active learning in a course, let's compare examples of a passive learning assignment and an active learning assignment. In this example of passive learning, students are asked to hear a lecture and then take a test on what they learned. In passive learning, the instructor is providing the required information to students. Students are not taking full responsibility for learning since they are dependent on the knowledge the instructor provides them. And students are not actively engaging the full set of brain processes necessary for effective comprehension and memory. In this example of an active learning assignment, students are asked to analyze an ethics case based on ethical principles they've discovered by reading course materials. To successfully complete this assignment, a student must be actively engaged in discovery by reading, and analysis by reflecting and writing, and by applying new ideas to the case provided. This assignment engages the key areas of the brain required for effective comprehension and memory. There are any number of different ways to implement active learning in a course. These are just a few ideas. The variety of engaging learning activities that students can learn through discovery and experience are almost unlimited. For more information about how to begin the online course design process, contact the Faculty Center for Teaching and Learning from our website.